Donnell Rawlings, the Donnell Rawlings Show in the street. I'm asked the question to Joan and not to Joan. I just ran up to my man, and I got a very big, strong feeling that I'm gonna look just like you when I start getting let my shit grow up like that. So we like uncles, man.
Hey, like
or cousins or something, man.
Hey, like we are each other. We are one.
We each other.
We are each other.
Now I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Like when white people call it roasting. I grew up in D.C. We call it joning. When I said, do you know what joning is? What did you think?
Well, that means you bagging on somebody.
Bagging on them. That's another term.
Hagging.
Hagging?
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay.
We call it hagging.
Hagging.
They call it playing the dozen out here.
The dozen, right.
That's what they call it playing. Well, we play the dozen,
right.
But that's talking about your mom and daddy.
Right, but that's not bagging, right?
But that's bagging, like that is bagging. You bagging on my mom and daddy. You bagging on me and my mom and daddy. You bagging on my whole family.
So when you bagging, that means it ain't just jokes. When you bag, like when I was coming up, when you joan,
when
that
you
means
bagging, say,
you look at somebody up and tell me.
When you bagging on somebody, you
right.
Look at somebody, they down on the ground, and you sit up and like you bag so hard, you put them lower than you put them lower than what the fuck they really are.
That's what they do.
And that's what you call roasting a motherfucker. But then when you come back and you flip the script, they say, oh man, I'm laughing at your motherfucking ass while you laughing at me.
Exactly, son.
See, and that's what you call bagging back.
Bagging back.
Bagging back. And I know how to bag back and let a motherfucker go
So
ahead
can you
on.
bag up? Can you bag up and bag back?
You can bag up and bag back. Hey, look, don't let a motherfucker get up on you, goddamn. You got to, like, get back,
nigga,
get up off me.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Get up off me.
Yo, this is what I'm trying to say. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you, it's the realest shit I ever had, son. This dude named, what's this fucker, young-ass motherfucker, David Lucas.
Okay.
I'm an old-school bagger,
okay.
Jonah Roaster.
Okay.
He tried to bag cap on me. Guess what? He caught the wrong one that day, bro.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say. See, they don't believe like Martin Luther and all them brothers right there.
They bagged too?
No. They took them out because like they was bagging on what they were doing.
Oh, you can't bag on
hey, look here, when you buck against the system,
right?
Man, they gonna put your ass in jail or they gonna put you in here.
Just for bagging?
Man, look here. But it all depends on what you're bagging about.
Right, this is bagging about. Don't bag about God.
That right there. You bag about like what's right and what's wrong.
What's right and wrong. You know what I did? I ate this motherfucker up. I went up and down. I talked about his jeans. I talked about he looked like a fat Lorenz tape. I went on him, and everybody was like, well, you didn't let him talk. When you bagging on somebody,
you don't give them chance to talk because they ain't got nothing to fucking say.
Oh, my God, it's so good. Say it again.
How can they talk when you doing all you got to float? The whole audience is paying attention to you.
Yo, and guess what? Man, I ain't got to say nothing else. You don't let off of a motherfucker when you going in, right?
That's right. When you got him down, man.
Right, you got him
down.
down.
Muhammad Ali, look, them Corey brothers.
Right.
Remember he was boxing?
Right.
Jerry Corey wife went to Ali hotel room back. Take it easy on my husband.
She said, take it
easy on my husband. Don't be, I'll give you some pussy if you
no, you gonna bag into some pussy.
Hey, look, we don't want none of that. Yo, come on, Mike Corey, Jerry Corey, bam. He beat both of them.
Joe, that's what we do. Listen, let me tell you something. I ran into an old motherfucking G, son. I ain't got to explain what I'm talking about. I let the motherfucking streets explain what I'm talking about.
Look at, they see me still standing up here working out. Like
right.
I come here, young white dude say, hey, man, I need some pull-up bars.
What the white boy say?
He said, I need some pull-up bars. I said, man, come on. He wouldn't get out the car.
Right.
He came over there, what he did?
What'd he do?
He said, man.
What'd he do?
He said, man, we need some pull-up bars.
Right.
I say, here's the pull-up bars.
They gonna pull up right here. That's where he at.
Here's the pull-up bars.
Right here. Will y'all see that?
They right here.
They right here.
You got to go to the gym. The gym is out here where we at.
Yo, man, y'all better stop playing. OG, what's your name, OG?
They call me Get Right.
Get right. Let me tell you something. All y'all in the streets, if y'all don't understand, y'all better get right.
Get right.
Go get out. Say, yo, that twerk win? Yo, no, let me understand. Yo, that twerk win. It's fake beef. It's plant-based. You don't know about black guys? You've never been in a car and smelled? No, not black guys.
How about that?
Black guys. Oh, son! Drop a beat! Drop a bomb on that. Today's podcast is sponsored by some free marijuana. One of the things about being in the podcast world is people want to be a part of your podcast, so they send you free product. And I'm a guy that loves free product. I'll pay for it, but nothing like free product. And especially when it's sativa, which this is. Shout out to all the people that have sponsored me by accident, didn't know they were sponsoring. Do I supposed to clap to start this or what?
Yeah, give a clap, please. Thank you.
When now do I clap? Right now?
Yeah, give a clap.
Yeah. It's the Donnell Rawlings Show, ladies and gentlemen. A way to go. Something back here, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you see that, whatever that's smoldering. Some people think it's whatever, but I call it, let me see if I can get this stuff. I call it inspiration. Some people call it, what are the new words for marijuana now?
Green, trees.
How old are you?
Old?
No, I'm just saying. How
Green.
old are you? Turn my headphones down. How
You say
old are
green. I say trees.
No, nobody says green.
chronic.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
up
we
some more,
do.
up some more. Turn me up some more. Nobody says green. Up a little bit more. Turn it up. Right there.
There you go.
Nobody says green, unless your name is something like Mildred.
We say past the green.
Nobody's in your age range says past the green. They say fire. They say
Loud.
smoke.
Oh, we say loud.
They say loud and they say
Well,
gas. Now, this is when there's different times you know how old you are. If you say anybody got a reefer joint,
My mom says reefer.
yo, I'm telling you, if you say reefer joint, then you're 50 or better. I was in, it's so funny, because I was in Baltimore a couple weeks ago. I won't give out any names or whatever, but it was an old school dude I was hanging out with, right? And he knows that I partake. You know what I'm saying? He knows I partake with the gas, whatever they say. And you know, old people, when they want to give you something, they got to plan it. Like FBI is always after them. He's like this, yeah, I'm going to come through on Saturday. I'm going to have something for you. Yo, yeah, it cold, like old nigga cold. And they always look around, too. They always got Kango hats. They always got Kango. He said, yeah, I'm going to come through and check you out. I'm going to have something for you. I don't know what is the something for you he going to have for me, but if somebody got something for me, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to accept whatever they have for me. And I forgot about it. And then he came in the green room, and he looked around. He looked around again. He was like, he looked around. And I'm going to tell you, I guarantee you that black ice is the air freshener in his car. I'm 100%. He was dressed for black ice. In fact, we should get him, I may say his name later, but we could get him to be the spokesperson for Black Ash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like do an old 70s commercial.
Yes.
Like, yeah, man, you had that bitch in your car and she had that twerk odor smelling and you wanted to
She had that twerk wind.
Yeah, she had that twerk wind. It'd be like this, yeah, I present the queen, Black Ash. We should do that. So he come in the green room, right? He comes in the green room and it was just me and him in the green room and he did the same thing. He looked around. He was like, yeah, and whenever someone takes like a couple of letters off the beginning of a word, they old school. He said, remember what we was talking about? I remember, but he said, nah, you remember what we was talking about the other day, right? Well, I got that for you, right? It felt like he was Lenny from Good Times. I know that's before your time, but Lenny was a guy, he wore a pimp coat. You know who Lenny is? What was Lenny's phrase? What was Lenny's phrase? What is his phrase?
I don't know his phrase.
Okay,
Got
Lenny,
her.
my name is Lindy. He was like, whatever you wanted, Lenny had.
Okay.
My name is Lindy, and if I don't got in there, he always used to rhyme. Almost like a Huggy Lowdown character. So he got his he said, remember what we was talking about the other day? And he went in his pocket, and he pulled out, it was a tube. And in the tube, he popped it up like this, pop, like a cigarette, pop. And it was a joint. It was a joint. No, it wasn't a pre-rolled. It was a joint. And when I say
Old school.
Yeah,
Old
when I
school.
say old school, he rolled it with top paper.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you know top paper.
I don't know what top paper is.
You don't know top paper?
What is top paper?
Oh my God, top paper. Google it right
That's the
now.
80s shit.
It's the 80s shit.
Straight
it was
up.
like, top paper was like, it was a little booklet, right? And
Yeah.
it was like for tobacco rolling, right?
Yeah.
It was yellow.
Yellow.
And it was like
Had a top on it?
It had a top on it,
Yeah.
and it was like 1,000 sheets.
Yeah.
But you never used 1,000 unless you was old. You knew how to protect your top pack. But if you didn't know how to protect your top pack, it
Oh,
get
here
wet.
it is.
It
Yeah,
get
that's
wet.
the one.
It get wet. You can drop that. We're gonna drop that up there so y'all can see it.
What was the other one? The
Easy Wider.
Easy Wider, yeah.
Easy
yeah.
Wi- But you could tell. I'm telling you.
Fine gum cigarette paper.
Yeah, they always promoted
Yeah.
the cigarette paper. But a top paper is like, I mean, it was with a top, when you roll a joint in the top paper, I know he probably had an album cover and he was getting the seeds out. He was rolling it up. He had an incense on his side. And you roll it. When you do top paper, you roll it and you look around and you just keep talking. You like this. Look, Javante, I'm teaching you. All right, you like this. Yeah, so the other day when we was talking, right, and they roll it like this, and then this the part right here. Women like this part. This probably a part, something that Malik probably tried on somebody. Shout out to Malik, yo, do your thing, live your life. But and then you lick it like this, and then you roll it up, and then you do like this. You gotta wet it, and then you roll it again. But I don't know what it is about that paper. There's no burn like a joint from a top paper. He gave it to me. He was so proud of himself.
So it lasts longer. Like, what is it about?
It's
paper?
like I don't think it's anything particular about it lasted long before like weed got really, really popular when you have all these different brands. Like top papers out, Raw wasn't out, all these other companies weren't out. So they were just the leader with rolling papers. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like now you have papers specifically for marijuana.
Right.
Back then they pushed the fact because Top even had a tobacco that you rolled like singular not joints but cigarettes with.
Yeah.
So it was just in the forefront of it. Everybody else came through. I don't know why top paper won't like revisit. They top should have like some blunts, some top blunts, and then that's when you can bring you can bridge the gap between uncles and nephews.
Dude, so people still smoke blunts.
What?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. When the last time you saw a rap video? A blunt? You mean a blunt? The actual like the rolling of tobacco blunt?
Yeah. So there's
everybody.
There's the Fanta leaf.
Fanta leaf. That's for them woke Brooklyn motherfuckers.
Okay.
That's for the motherfuckers named Shahiri and Khalifa. You know, the more extra.
Is it cleaner, safer?
Nah, it's all tobacco, but it's just like it's more of a problem. If you got Fonto, it's like if you got a woman that you rolling, you smoking with. It's a procedure. It's a whole process. They like, oh, this motherfucker's so natural. You got to break it a certain way till you get a chance to keep talking to the girl. You know what I'm saying? Normally them Fonto motherfuckers be asking girls their favorite color. You know, like they be like, them Fonto motherfuckers be like, they like, yeah, what's your sign? And it don't no matter what your sign is, it matches with them. Like, you can say, what's your sign? Stop sign. Oh my God. Yo, our moons align. You know? But dude gave me that, back to that story. Dude gave it to me. And then because I'm like, I don't really need marijuana just floors me. I like it more on the creative side. Something like, that's why sativa, which you're never going to find a pure sativa. I think Jack Herrera? Jack Herrera. I think that probably was the last known pure sativa strand. Now it's all hybrid. That's one thing about LA and weed. Yeah. You become a snob. I mean a snob. On the East Coast of Atlanta, you just like, yo, what's up with gas?
Yeah.
You know?
So I don't smoke weed like that, but I always wonder. I remember back in the day, it was like
how
regs.
back is your day?
I'm saying like I know regs. Like I could smoke regs. Like whatever
Reggie.
regs means. Like
Reg.
yeah. I don't
Reg.
even think that does that even exist anymore.
Yeah,
here?
you get it. But when
is it shit weed?
It's not really shit weed. It's like it's not as potent as the weed is today. Like, to be quite honest, I'm not mad at a Reggie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they got everything is hydroponic. Right. Everything with dust, moon shavings, ass shavings. You know, like horse. You know, they got so much tranquilizer and so much stuff that a Reg could be a good smoke. You know, but nobody says reg. It's reg.
Oh, reg. See, that's how you know I don't smoke.
You went to go try to buy some weed. You'd be locked up. You'll be like you'll go over there like this. This Javante trying to buy some weed. This is Javante trying to buy some weed. I'm gonna do an impression of it. All right, this is Javante trying to buy some weed. Hi guys. Fix the poster. I was wondering if so is there any marijuana leaves around here? Is there any marijuana? Because I want to get high, guys. You know, you can't do that. But that was what was that, the week before last? It's been really, I've been having fun on the road lately. The road, as much as I love doing the Donnell Rawlings podcast, I love entertaining people. My number one pleasure is being on stage. That's my number one pleasure. Whether I ever do another episode of this podcast or not, I wouldn't give a fuck. But if you took away the stage and the opportunity for me to perform on stage, I'll go crazy. I'll turn into yeah. I'll be him. He's editing this. He probably won't do a close-up. Yo,
No way.
Let me just say this. If it wasn't for stand-up, I would beat him. I know I would be.
A great guy?
I'd be the white. What?
A great guy.
What is the definition of a great guy in your world?
I'm a good guy.
A good guy.
You are a good guy.
I'm down to help.
You're down to help?
Damn straight.
You got a fucked up attitude though, son.
Why?
You get a fucked up attitude too. I'm just telling you, like, it is not too bad, but it feels like you can't wait to say, fine, that's it.
What?
It feels like you want to say, fine, that's it. Today we had a situation with our poster. This is our poster. Hopefully, we'll keep the poster up. I know there's probably some.
Can I say one thing?
You interrupting?
I want to interrupt you and say one thing.
Yeah.
First off, great job on Kill Tony.
Thank you.
Secondly,
anyway, I can get some water?
Yeah, we'll get you some water.
Hey, Paige! Paige!
Yeah, you
What?
murdered Kill Tony.
Okay, but let me get your thought out
Thank
because I don't
you.
want you to say I cut it off.
I got you a Christmas present. It's
Shit.
March.
Yo, you know what? I did. You know what? You're absolutely right. And I saw
Thank you.
I saw that punk ass gift up there, right? I was like, I know this
It ain't
motherfucker
a
gonna be
punk
mad.
ass gift.
Well,
All
what's
right.
the gift?
It
What's the
ain't a
gift?
punk ass
Could
gift.
you go get it first? You
Where
want
is
to?
it?
All right,
Yes, I did.
I'll get it for you. But I just want to say that's why I've been
We'd
salty.
rather see Javanta get up than you.
You're right.
All right, go ahead. No. It's your gift. It's your gift. Javanta. Dwayne. The names they got for yams nowadays. Yo, they call it yams. All right.
Okay,
So this is an open box. And I told him I wanted to open it on air. David Jerry, he's a yeah producer. Thank you.
and you need to charge your phone too.
Thank you. Should I charge it now?
You can.
Is he going to be here for the unwrap?
I'll get you some more.
Nigga, first off, you bought this for me?
Yeah.
All right, let me explain how disrespectful you are, son. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, you saw the Breakfast Club. They like giving each other asses and dicks, chocolate-covered dicks with nuts in it, literally speaking.
Right.
And you were so excited to give me this gift, right? But you weren't excited about the wrapping and the presentation. Okay? Now, is this
What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it, son?
Oh,
Son, you got brown tape.
What's brown
sounds-
tape's
That's
bad?
like packing tape.
That's bad?
You supposed to use transplant. Everybody, did
Yeah.
y'all see this?
yeah, come on.
Yo.
Brown tape's bad?
What? Is
And
it brown?
look at the side.
Look at the
It's
side.
all fucked up.
Yo, this is
Austin
like-
could have rapped better
Yo,
than
Austin
that.
probably did rap this. This came off. Throw it for me, son. I'll catch it. Y'all
Nice
see
catch.
that? Bam.
you.
Hold on, nigga. I don't know what's in this shit. Let me get my motherfucker. Nigga got a box full of Corona up in this motherfucker. Not today, devil. Not
Paid
today.
$1,700 for that bottle.
No, I didn't. You want to know about this bottle of sanitizer? When we were in Atlanta, we're going to get to that. We went to run a car from Enterprise. All them niggas about to get fired, right? And they had this shit everywhere. And I was like, oh, shit, y'all got the gallons? And the dude was like, yeah, what's up? Let me get a picture, Ashley. I was like, let me get the gallon. Right? What we doing, son? Like, one hand washes the other, literally and figuratively speaking, right? But they charged me, okay, I'll beep. We
got
whatever. But these guys, they were very nice. And they gave me this. And I've been rocking with this all week.
Hell yeah.
All right. For you over there, son. Get some. I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, son. You took it in the face. I'm just trying not to get corona, nigga. That's all. And he looked at the camera. All right. So this is the gift that was so thoughtful that didn't give a fuck. This motherfucker just found some tape.
That's why I've been salty, though. It's been
Oh my
sitting
God,
there.
you can't
I'm
even
waiting.
open
It is.
It's from Christmas. It's already March.
Damn.
Oh shit. Fuck it, I tried.
Ooh, what is it?
A pasta machine.
Aw, that's so sweet.
This nigga's trying to get me to cook for him. Yo, this is nice. But anybody that, first off, I'm Brooklyn all day, every day. You already know, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. They gonna think something suspect, son. When people like this, this motherfucker a pasta machine, son.
It's packed with Coke.
A pasta, I'm gonna make some fresh. Damn, this is a lot of work. Damn it. So I got, this is a pasta machine.
Yes.
There you go. I know you like to cook. You know what I mean? I thought I'd throw you a little challenge.
That's very sweet.
What do you mean? What's the challenge? I gotta
make some
you
raviolis. Nah, make the internet. You know, the internet wants to see it probably. Some
This
homemade
motherfucker got me a goddamn pasta machine.
lasagna.
I thought it was gonna be like an eighth
of
weed or something.
No, that's
this
nothing.
is nice.
That's
though,
every
man.
day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is a very gay gift, though. So. Yo, that's the most gayest gift, but I appreciate it. It was nice. Pasta machine. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
I want to see some, I want to see some.
So now you're getting too far. Now you're like this, you better go make me some goddamn pasta. You know, one day I feel like going to get some flowers, some shit, and make a whole bunch of pasta for dairy.
Oh, we should do it here. We should do like a cooking show. Like
we could do whatever, but I know the first thing I'm not going to make pasta for you.
No.
Fuck that. But we was talking earlier. I was talking about my love for comedy and been performing.
Yeah. And
one of the reasons I started doing comedy is because when I was younger, I was in DC we call it a joner. A joner. A joner is somebody that jones. All right, and I'll give you guys the definition of joning. All right, nowadays you got a term people use, they call roasting. Roasting is basically insult, just a barrage of insults on someone. But now roasting is so popular and so much a part of comedy. At one time, the only time you heard about roasting was the Friars roast.
Right.
That was the biggest roast. You know, it's like, yo, what is the Friars roast? It's a time when a lot of white people get together, for the most part, and say all the evil, nasty shit they wanted to say to a person's face, but now they can do it and people can laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what roasting came from. When I was coming up in comedy, when you heard roasting, it was like, you mean that white boy friar roast thing? They get all suited up to fuck with people? That was called roasting. Yeah. When I come up, the hood version of that was called joning. And joning is a word, joning is it's a regional thing. I know in the D.C. area, we call it joning. D.C., we call it joning. D.C., Maryland, Virginia, call it joning. I know on the West Coast, they call it capping. You know, in the boardroom, and then when the bright lights and cameras on, they call it roasting. The thing about roasting is that where it is now, for the most part, it's like, okay, you're going to do a roast. Like when you see these guys do like the Comedy Central roast and stuff like that, you have the celebrities doing it, but not too often any of the celebrities write their own jokes. They outsource. They get the best people. When roasting comes, you know, Chris Spencer's going to work. You know, Deion Cole is going to work. Yeah. You know, Jeff Ross is going to work. You know these people are going to work. That's roasting. So roasting, I think is very, in the way they do it now, is very predictable. It's rules to it. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to come out here and we're going to have the roast battle on team number one. You get so-and-so time, and then you get amount of time, and then at the end of it, whoever uses the amount of time or gets the most, it's a whole bunch of rules shit. I didn't grow up roasting. I grew up joning. Joning, did we get the Urban Dictionary? And for all the white people out there, they have sometimes have issue with some of the things I say. It's always good to have your phone ready and available to Urban Dictionary. A lot of things I say, you don't have to. It helps you out. I dated a white queen, and every time we were on the phone, we got into an argument. I knew when she was Urban Dictionary and shit, because she said, "I'll call you right back." Right? She'd be like, "I'll call you right back," and then she'd come back like, "Oh fuck, is that what you feel?" So you think I don't know about that life? So you're about that life, Donnell. Is there a future in being about that life? Okay. So what is the Urban Dictionary?
Okay, so according to the Urban Dictionary, joning means making fun of a person to the point where they laugh uncontrollably or either feel like crying. Usually this one. That's what joning.
Okay, that's the part. You said they laugh out or what was it?
They laugh uncontrollably.
Uncontrollably or what?
Or either feel like crying.
Or feel like crying.
Yes.
Okay, that was a very good definition and for white people. For black people, is he laughing or want to fight you? That's joning. And the difference is, and this is the reason why people always ask me all the time, Donnell, we're gonna roast so and so. You called me about one of my friends. I didn't want to do it. Donnell, we're going to do a roast for so-and-so. Do you want to be? I'm like, no, nigga. I don't, because I don't roast. I joan. And joning goes a lot harder than roasting. Roasting, those guys are prepared. They already know. They prepared. They prepared. They got a writer. Then they go run the roast jokes on the crowd. You've seen it. Yeah. And I'm not knocking it. Oh, shit. I got nerves like my mother was calling. All right, this is from my agency, so let me see. Okay. Hello? Michael, what's going on, Michael?
How the fuck was Atlanta?
Okay, first off, you're being recorded. I don't want you to sue me. Atlanta was fucking amazing. And I'm going to do a white version of it and then a black version. Atlanta was fucking amazing.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's do it.
Okay, Atlanta was fucking amazing. I was well received. That's for you. But for my people, it's like, yo, I ripped that shit, nigga. Yo, I tell you, when I ripped it, and I get excited. You know, we always have these conversations, especially after a great weekend where when you get a call, first off, when you get a call about being on the Martin Lawrence tour, that's when all the Jews and all your agents get on the phone at one time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is...
I hope you're not recording this right, by the way.
Oh, no, of course.
I haven't signed anything.
No, of course. We never record people without telling them. So, normally...
Keep it that way.
Normally when you, like something like a big deal like being on LitAF Tour, it's like your agents call you, it's like 10 people. Hey, we got so-and-so, Greenstein. We got Smith. We got everybody, Steinberg. We got everybody on here, right? And when you get that call, you're excited about it. And they always love to be on that phone call. But when you don't get that phone call, they don't never call you at one time. They just pick one person. Pick one person in. You might want to give them that news, right? But it's never that. But Atlanta was amazing. Ricky killed it. B. Simone killed it. Benji Brown killed it. Everybody, D. Ray killed it. I smoked it.
It's a hot room.
18,000 people at State Farm Arena. It don't get any hotter than that, you know? But it
really doesn't.
It was great. You know, for me, just being able to work with Martin Lawrence in that capacity is incredible. But this weekend is good. And we got like 4 or 5 more dates, and I'm excited about it.
I know, yep. And those new ones too. Yep. That's awesome. Congrats.
Okay.
And by the way, the reviews from the Martin camp was that you killed it too. So
thank you. I don't want to say it.
With how it went.
No, listen. I don't want to say these things. These aren't. This is why you have agents, so they can say that shit. I feel it in my heart and in my soul every time I touch the stage. But when your agents say it, like the reports we're getting back, it means a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, it's true. They loved it.
Yes.
I had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
You know, opened up a room in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah, I know it's last minute. If we can do it, it's last minute. And he said something. He brought it up to me last week. He's been excited to get me in that room forever. If you think it makes sense and we can do it, I know it's a quick turnaround, but I don't have a problem with it.
I got a deal. Here's what I don't want is right now it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday is Easter Sunday. I don't think you want to be performing on Easter Sunday.
No, we can't do an Easter Sunday show. No,
so I think we do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or he can just pay you for the 4 shows.
All right. Well, let's do.
Yeah, it's a good deal. It's after the expenses are a little high, but I get it. It's Connecticut. It's an expensive state.
Right.
If you sell out, you walk out with not that big of a room. It's only 340 seats, and it's $25 a ticket.
Yeah,
so
let's go. Let's do. I want to stay.
Yeah.
I want to stay working up, especially up to this to the Martin thing. So it's
I get it.
And I can do some things on the East Coast.
Yeah, you may have a weekend or 2 off in July, I'm expecting, or August.
Right.
So if you're feeling pumped and ready to go, let's make money while we're making money, and then we'll. By the way, I've had 1 weekend off this year, so let's we'll fill it while we can.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so I'll find out about the Thursday stuff, and let's make sure they can get you some press too.
Yeah, but then even with the weekend, with the concert dates, I'm only going in 1 day. So even though I'm not having a whole weekend, I don't have to commit like 6 days for one. So that works too.
It does.
All right.
Okay, perfect. I'll have updates for you shortly.
Oh yeah.
Thanks,
You were being recorded too. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Well, I hope I didn't say anything too bad.
No, you didn't, bro.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
I just want to say Sanders for president. Good night.
All right. my God. So what were we talking about before?
You were talking about your love of stand-up.
And I don't. One of the reasons I don't.
And also roasting.
Yeah, roasting. Yeah. Like people always ask me all the time, "You want to roast? You want to roast?" I don't want to roast because I think it gets. I mean, those they get too personal. You know what I'm saying? And then like people say shit. It's just a joke. Like when you Joan, it's like it's just jokes, but you know the consequences at the end of it. You could get punched in your face. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could Joan a motherfucker into a situation like fuck you, what your hands do. But when you Joan, it's like it's no rules. And the only reason I'm saying is because you work for that podcast, also Kill Tony. Yeah. Kill Tony's one of the Kill Tony's podcast is one of the biggest live comedy podcasts in the world. Mm-hmm. It's been going on for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. You know, like the biggest names in the comedy game have been on there. Rogan been on there. Fucking
Burr's been on there. Brody Stevens.
All the white boys. All the white boys been on there. What black people have been on there?
What black people have been on there? Ian Edwards has been on there a bunch. Donnell Rawlings.
No, one
all
time.
The black people.
No, the black people. The other black person, Eric Griffin
was on there.
Yeah, but he's like he don't get like the dark skinned black credit. You know what I'm saying? He's going on both.
On the cusp.
And nothing wrong with it.
I feel like I would like to have more. I mean, we had Danny Brown, the rapper, on.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. Danny Brown was on there, and Tiffany was on there, right?
Tiffany was on there a couple times. That's
and
true.
It's so funny. Okay, to Kill Tony, the concept is there's some people in the audience that are audience members that could possibly become people that perform that night. They don't know until you pull that name out of the hat. Till you pick that person gets a minute to perform their stand-up. And in that minute, you're not allowed to say, critique, or do anything about it. And Tony was very specific when I first got there to give me rules to the show.
Right.
He was given the interrupter rules. And I thought it was funny because he took 15 minutes to explain one rule is that, Donnell, you cannot interrupt when they're doing their jokes, right? That's the format of the show.
Yeah.
And there's a young man on the show, and I'm a fan. I've become a fan of his. It's a young man. He's very popular on the show, David Lucas. You know what I'm saying? I think this conversation that I'm about to have, and his career is going upward, but it only can enhance the intrigue of David Lucas. And this is how they say his name. Do you know David Lucas is going to be here? Yo, this is how the white do. They look at him like a fucking roast god. They like this. They look at him like, fuck, you know who that is? I don't know, a fat dude that looks like Lorenz Tate? No, that's David Lucas. You know, who is that? You know who that guy is? You mean the guy with the size 34 double D breasts? David Lucas? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? They look up to him like every Monday for I don't know how many years he's been just destroying comedians.
He hasn't been there that long.
Whatever.
3 months, yeah.
Okay,
They
whatever
gave you
it
the
is.
warning, though. That's great.
First off, I'm just trying to explain what's about to happen.
Yeah.
For whatever it was, at this point, he was probably one of the most talked about parts of the podcast.
Definitely.
Is it fair to say that?
Yes.
Okay. While you defend your colleague.
No,
okay.
I was actually doing the opposite.
No, what I'm saying.
I was saying they were giving you a massive warning in the beginning, like David's going to attack you.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They were. I know that was the day of the show.
Yeah.
But so the people was like, I'll get to the part when people like it was unfair fight.
Yeah.
But this David Lucas guy, who's very popular, he did roasting for All Def Digital. They know him. They like, oh shit, David Lucas, don't fuck with him. One day, and mind you, he works the door at the Comedy Store, which is a great position. The biggest names have worked that door. And I'm not belittling that position, whatever, but it's a bit, Sam Kinnison's done it. Everybody do it. It's just like you go from that to you start working the rooms. So, and everybody knows him as a motherfucker that roast. I'm walking in one day, I don't even know this motherfucker. And he just started roasting me. And I was like this, wait a minute, is somebody behind me? You know what I mean? Like out of nowhere, I'm like, who is this pudgy motherfucker, right? He trying to roast me and all his friends are like, oh yeah, David Lucas is gonna get him. Fucking David Lucas. Yo, that's their voice. They be like, fucking David Lucas just shredded Ashley. Yo, David Lucas gave him the fucking smoke. We were in that doorway. I destroyed this little big motherfucker, right? And I just kept bodying him. Yeah. There was one part, and this was Jonan. This wasn't pre-rehearsed. I was like, and he's a big motherfucker. He got this little jacket on, right? I'm like, listen, bro, I know you work in the door, and I know you don't make a lot of money doing this. You go on the road, whatever. I said, but I got $500 right now if you can make one of your buttons touch the other button. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I know you roll with Kill Tony and all these guys. I don't want to insult you with that number. $1,000 if you could button your button. And then I know he didn't accept the challenge, but I heard his breathing change. Like, you ever see somebody sucking on the inside? Yo, I know he wasn't going to say he was going to do it, but he was like this. Go ahead, Ashley. What you mean, button? I was like, just do it. I said, button. And button. I said, button. I said, just button. I said, well, if you can't do that, I said, loosen up your buttons. I did Pussycat to the beat. You say you can button, but I don't. I started fucking going in. This right here, to everybody listening, is an example of joning. Yeah. Joning is not recorded. I mean, it's not rehearsed. It's like on the spot. Mm-hmm. So we get to the part. First off, I adhered to all of Tony's rules. He came in the back. He's like, Donnell, I know, Donnell. That's his voice. He was like, Donnell, listen, I know. He don't really move too much facial expression. Just like, it's like asshole face. Asshole face. You know, asshole face is always straight and just say the most insulting things ever. And I knew Tony was a problem because we did the all-deaf digital roast, 25-year roast. He was the only white dude to go up there. And I was like, oh, this nigga dangerous. Because he did a joint because it was Russell Simmons produced it. And, you know, Russell Simmons, any of his productions, his menu catering is going to be vegan. And vegan is like, for some people, they're not used, you like that shit. For some people, not used to it. And then, who's the chick? Blac Chyna. Oh. Blac Chyna was in attendance, right? And Tony said a funny-ass roast. He said, yo, that fucking mac and cheese Russell Simmons gave us was fake as Blac Chyna's ass. Wow! He fucking killed it. I was like, this motherfucking dangerous. So for so long, he's been trying to, and we became friends, and he wanted me to do a show. I didn't really know the concept, so I did it. He gave me the disclaimer, you can, Donnell, we know you interrupt on Rogan's show, but there's a one time you can't interrupt. That's when the comedians are doing their jokes. I was like, cool. I didn't interrupt one time.
You did a great job at that, by the way.
Thank you. You were there. You know. And as much as I didn't interrupt.
At all.
I didn't interrupt. Not one time did I interrupt other than the times I was allowed to interrupt, right? So David Lucas decided that he wanted to revisit the onslaught that I put on his ass a month before. This story didn't just start with Kill Tony podcast. It started a month before. I'm like, who is this young motherfucker fucking with me? And I smoked him. And everybody was like, David, I think you took an L. You know? And then I know, as much as people like, Donnell, David Lucas was on your brain all day. They was like, yeah, you was in his brain. Yeah, I was, because I was like, I'm going to beat the shit out this little motherfucker. I couldn't wait to whoop his ass. It wasn't, look, listen, I couldn't wait to whoop his ass. And I didn't want to whoop his ass the way Tony wanted me to whoop his ass. I didn't want to whoop his ass the way the rules of roasting are. I wanted to whoop his ass the way I do it. And it's something similar. We also saw the Wilder Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah.
What happened that day was pretty much similar. People even use that as a reference. They use that as a reference. The face, and I know Tony was like, because Wilder said that he think he lost because he wore that costume that weighed 45 pounds, right? And it's true. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. He was like, it took his legs from him.
Oh,
and I know,
God.
and David Lucas tried to use the same thing. He said he brought his 45-pound stomach in. He said he brought his 45-pound stomach in and kind of took his legs away from him. And if you look at the pictures of me and Tony, of Lucas, it was so funny. He didn't expect me. I watched the tapes.
Yeah.
And people can say whatever you want. Like, well, you've been doing it long enough. He's a young guy. Okay, I understand that. But I'm about to do a show where people are going to look at it and they're going to say, I might be just introduced to somebody. Mm-hmm. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, he let Davis I know I'm a celebrity, whatever, but David Lucas on that show has become the man of the show.
Definitely.
It's a highlight of the show. And the beauty of the show, and I told Tony, it's a great show. I don't know. I know it's YouTube, but I can see it on Comedy Central, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a great show. It's a great show. It's engaging. It's interactive. It's like lessons. Mm-hmm. Because even when you roast somebody, you know, whoever the celebrity comedian is, they say something about that person.
Yeah.
And if anybody watched it, I'm a comedian. You know, like I could Simon Cowell a comedy show, not to belittle, but just to teach. And everybody that went up there, that had, whether they had a good set or bad set, I had some good, encouraging words to say.
Constructive criticism.
But I was honest about it. One motherfucker, I was like, you ain't have a joke. I said, but all you want to do is hear your name. He was like, right. That's the beauty of the show. Like everybody that's on that show doesn't necessarily look like they're going to have a career of it or whatever. Just like, oh, fuck, I did kill Tony. I got my 15 minutes of fame. But what Mr. Lucas wasn't going to do was get his 3 minutes of fame off of Donnell Rawlings. Off of a person.
Not today.
Not today, not tonight, not nada. And I'm looking down at you comment, motherfuckers. They said it was a Douglas filibuster. I wouldn't let him talk. For all you okay, look, you motherfuckers down here. You didn't let him talk. You were afraid. Yeah, he got one off on you. What do you think? It's annoying? I mean, yelling doesn't make you funny. Being loud doesn't make you funny. You know, saying nigger doesn't make you funny. You're right. You know what makes you funny? Is starting a career 27 years ago, starting on open mic, starting with going behind the baddest motherfuckers in D.C., starting from leaving D.C. at the ripe comic age of 6 months, tricked myself into getting an audition for Def Comedy Jam by lying to the receptionist as if I was somebody. She didn't know me. Getting Bob Sumner on a motherfucking phone. He says, you want to come up for audition, and leaving your job, getting using your 3 days of personal leave, nigga. I use personal leave, nigga. I used personal leave to go audition for Def Comedy Jam. 9 months later, I was on Def Comedy Jam. Those are the things that make you funny. Coming behind some of the baddest motherfuckers in the world in stand-up comedy, when people's like, what the fuck is this young guy gonna do? And standing up to it, making a defining moment. Anybody can rip an audience that's nice. How about the night when everybody fucking bombs and every fucking comedian is having bomb stories? Yeah, they were rough. They weren't paying attention. It looks like that crowd was drunk. And you the one that stayed away from the motherfuckers and said, you know what? I'm going to beat this motherfucking crowd up. That makes you funny. 27 motherfucking years. Watching motherfuckers that I mentored shoot past a motherfucker with fortune and fame. Not getting discouraged. Knowing that you're going to have your opportunity. All you got to do is keep creating different platforms for people to see you're funny. Oh, yelling's not annoying. Guess what, motherfucker? You, right here, comments. You guys. Right here. You guys right here. You know the guy. You know what I'm talking to. The motherfucker say, yeah, cringe at 1738. You guys like, oh, fucking annoying. Oh, fucking, this is going to ruin another podcast. So frustrating, because I created a hashtag, fuck you, don't listen. Don't want to listen to it. What makes you funny? What makes you funny is being able to do 18 shows at Radio City Music Hall with Dave Chappelle. What makes me being funny is doing a Tacoma Dome, Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan. Or you're name dropping. You're not name dropping when you're fucking friends. You know how many motherfucking comedians would work for free to be on the stage with Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle? What is this percentage? 99%? Possibly.
99.9.
Yeah. But not only that,
999.
being able to be with those guys and not just be a favorite. We all know those people around, people like, oh yeah, they started together, he was okay. But I'm talking about holding your motherfucking weight to it. That's fucking funny. Not a fucking one-shot deal where a motherfucker I should have never been in the fucking ring with, but I respect him enough to let him know I'll beat the shit out you. And I did it.
Period.
I did it. Oh, you were loud. Listen, here's how joning works. You look at a motherfucker up and down, you find something funny or interesting. There's usually a group of people around. You can't wait to cheer. They don't know whose side they're going to be on. And you look at that motherfucker up and down, and you give them the business. In DC, it normally start with, go ahead, nigga. If I had them tight ass jeans, it always start up, and I know, oh, here's the N-word again. That's how I talk, motherfucker. All right, nigga, go ahead, nigga. Your jeans so tight, nigga, look like you about to get a yeast infection. That's a corny warm-up, and then you get one laugh.
Yeah.
You get one laugh, then you're like, oh, I'm about to get these motherfuckers. Then you get 2 laughs. Then you get 3 laughs. Then the next thing you know, the whole room is fucking laughing. And this is with a black audience, you know you ripping when you hear this, oh, shit. That shit, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Listen, you ripping, not sure, all right, that was a great writing job. No, when the motherfucker's like, oh, shit. Oh. And then you know you kill. Here's the level of Jonah. Oh, shit. And then he said, then when they repeat it,
Yeah.
oh, see, he said he gonna catch a yeast infection. Oh, shit. The nigga said, yeast. I heard him, son. He said, yeast. You start adding to the shit. Nigga said yeast like flour, nigga. Like yeast, nigga. Like bake that shit. Oh, he baked that nigga with the yeast, nigga. Yo, you hit him with the yeast, nigga. That's a Jonas session. And you know you're getting your ass whooped when you know, Javante, me and you, Jonah, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is, you know, when you get murdered, right? It's just me and you. Ain't nobody got nothing to do with it, right? You know you concede when you like this. Me and you know you can't fuck with me, right?
Yeah.
And then you do like this. Oh, yeah, Dury, I don't know why you laughing. Yo,
Look at that hat you got on.
Look at that hat. Oh, motherfucking killer-ass hat-wearing motherfucker.
Trying to pass it
Yeah,
on.
you pass it on.
Unibomb face-ass nigga. They like, nah, nigga, it wasn't him. It was me and you.
Right.
Yeah, yeast. Nigga said yeast.
Gotta bring it back.
Bring it back.
You bring it back. That's Jonah.
Yeah.
And what? And I'm gonna tell you, I don't endorse a lot of people, but I like the guy David Lucas so much. Damn it, this podcast is almost to him.
You're right.
I like him so much because he reminds me a lot about me. He reminds me that young guy that just that thinks that it's just talent. You know what I'm saying? It's just talent. And everybody make you feel that way because you ripping everywhere. Oh, he nice. So you just think it's about being talent. It's about just the talent. Everybody's talking about it. And I'll get to this a little later why it's more than just the talent. But I saw so much of me and him because it was like fearless.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I know he nice, whatever. I know his mother. I know my mother used to give me his DVD. And that's what's so funny. When we roasted, this motherfucker said, nah, he showed respect. He was like, nah, man, that motherfucker, my mother used to give me, when I was little, my mother used to give me his DVDs and stuff. I grew up watching. I was like, so why would you heckle a nigga that you know your mom probably would have fucked back in the day? Yeast, nigga, like yeast. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Why would you do that? Your mom's a fan.
Yeah.
Come on, you know what we do to fans? To anybody in the industry, hello? What happens to fans? Like fans? True fans? They do shit, son. True fans do so much shit. I got one of my relatives always call me and be like this, yeah, man, ran into another one of your fans. She was fire, son. I'm like, I'm glad I could help that situation. He's like, I love your fans. You know, but he had so much like that. But guess what? You learn lessons, you know? And like, I saw so much in him of me and me of one of my mentors who passed away a couple months ago, a comedian named Fat Doctor, DC legend, right? If you've ever come through the DC, if you know anything about the DC Comedy Circle, it's like two people that was kind of like, when you hear their names, it's synonymous with old school comedy. Andy Evans, Godfather comedy, and Fat Doctor. They were dope. They were like the Bill Cosby and the Richard Pryor of their era. And I was on a roll with him, and I was a young dude, and these guys put me through the trenches. Yeah. They used to say, when you first start off, people always make excuses on what's going to happen to you or why you're not that good. At first, it's like, yeah, he's funny, but all he does is Joan.
Yeah.
You know, damn, this lotion is so good. Damn, I got excited. Y'all know it's about that life. I just stopped in the middle of the conversation. You know, like, you did certain people that just synonymous with that city or whatever. And Fat Doctor, he was fucking fire. In fact, he was he mentored Martin Lawrence. He mentored Martin Lawrence, one of the first guys, older guys that take Martin under his wings, helped him out for his Star Search interview. They were good friends. And Martin even brought him to Los Angeles to work with him when he first on the show. And it didn't work out. I probably know why.
Why?
I think it was because, when somebody shows you love or endorses you or whatever, puts you on whatever, you got to understand it's still about them. It's always about them. But they're putting you in the situation to meet people, build relationships. A lot of times people just want handouts. Yeah. Give it to them. But I'm not going to give it to you. What I'll do is, guess what? You can have dinner with me and so-and-so and so-and-so. And if your swag is right, your personality right, and you got ideas and you know the place to come in and talk about it, then you're in a position to meet the right people. And I know Fat Dog, I love him. But Fat Dog, sometimes people could be so much into their star that they don't understand the star that's shining around them. And I don't know the story of it. I've never heard any bad blood or anything. But me knowing Fat Dog's personality, I know it could possibly be overwhelming sometimes. Yeah. I've had shows with him, and he's been in my green room talking about him. I'm like, nigga, your name ain't on the door. Go get a door with your name on it. If you want to talk about yourself, get your name on the door. But if you're in here, it's this. And that's just the truth of it. And I'm pretty sure that Fat Dog didn't get it. Because, you hear motherfuckers like, okay, Martin funny. Then you hear like Fat Dog, like, that nigga beast, Yeah. This is how people get caught up. Like some people like, oh, Fat Dog would rip harder than Martin, whatever. But that don't make you a star. Yeah. That's what people don't understand. That don't make you a fucking star. But I remember, this is what the reason why I thought about the motherfucking Lucas nigga is I remember one time we were going on the road, me and Fat Dog, we was on the road, and I was talking about this weed I had, right? I was so happy. Yo, Fat Dog was like, you got some weed, young boy? I was like, yep. He said, what? I was like,
he called it weed?
Yeah, he called reefer.
Oh, he called it reefer.
He called it reefer, and he had top. I know he had some top papers, right? So I'm talking about this weed and everything. We laughing. I'm telling him how good this weed is and everything. And we laughing like shit, right? And we building up everything. He didn't did this already. He done licked the two sheets together. He got that shit ready. And he said, give me the weed. I said, nigga, I gave you the weed. He said, you ain't give me no goddamn weed. I was like this, oh, this nigga stealing from an open micer? I'm like, in my mind, I knew I gave him that weed. And I was like, oh, nigga, you ain't got to steal weed from me. I would have gave it to you, you fat doctor. So it's just silence all the way to the show. I think he a thief. He think I'm a liar. So nobody is talking about anything, right? And my dumb ass, I was like this. I Lucased it. I was like this. I said, oh, this nigga gonna steal my weed watch. Can't wait till I get to that stage. I'm gonna tear his ass up. I did my set, right? And I was like, you ever get ready to get somebody, you trying to get some weed, and then the nigga say, where the weed? I'm like, nigga, I gave you the weed. Nigga, you stole. I talked about it, right? Because that's what type of comic I was. Whatever was happening in my life, I would talk about. Yeah. So I tried to blow him up like a thief. And that motherfucker, I know he had to be in the back like, I know he was like, that nigga been doing jokes for 3 months. He tried to disrespect me. I'm a headliner, nigga. I go next, right? Man, that motherfucker, first off, this is what I learned. He didn't have to go directly at me. First off, he established how funny he was. He ripped the room. And he got to run right here. And this is where he found the time to talk about me. Right when the room is about to just start going crazy, right? And I said, and then he said, and that little motherfucker, 2 months comedy ass nigga, he said, talk about I stole the weed. I put it in my pants. He said, look at me. Do it look like I could sneak anything on this fat ass body? Shit, if I fart, y'all see this shit. He made a joke about himself. Then he made a joke about me. And I just started shrinking, son. I was like this. And then on the ride home, I found the weed. I felt so bad, man. But I'm telling you, it was a lesson. I'm telling you. And the point of that was that It was a lesson. You got to go out there, and that's why I say I like David Lucas. Every time the reason why he's so successful at roasting, because he's so successful at telling jokes. Yeah. So people already love him before he even get to the roast section. He transfers that energy. When we used to doing the Chappelle show, I was the warm-up comedian for the show. We did the wraparounds. Same facility, 106 in Park used to be out of. We did the wraparound, so we do it. We do a lot of this taping. I mean, we were out on site shooting, and then when you get the sketches together, you bring them to this room. You have a studio audience, and at the time, nobody even knew what the show was. People were just learning about the show. It wasn't like 10 years where you can be like, it's the most wanted ticket ever. We was giving this shit away.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey guys, you want to see a show? It was that type of situation. And I was a warm-up comedian. I would get the crowd warmed up before we actually showed the skits. And this was kind of like similar, like David's situation was. So I would go extra hard before, because I knew if I ripped the audience as just the stand-up comedian at the show, whenever my face comes on, people are going to fucking explode. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's why a lot of times when you saw me on the show, whenever I came on, people would start clapping and stuff. It wasn't that, they was kind of like they've been knowing the character for 3 years. They only knew him from that moment, but I knew it would transfer. And like soon, when you see Ashley Larry, they laughed at Ashley Larry, but they also laughed at, yo, that was the nigga that was just up here, he in here. And David Lucas, I know, and it's so funny. People like, yeah, but you didn't give a chance to talk. You don't. I'm sorry. When you're joining, you guys, you don't. You don't. You use whatever you have. The N-word. If in the black community, you get somebody off your back by saying, this nigga here. Here's another one that you'll be upset about. I know this nigga ain't talking. This snigger. It's not nigga, it's snigger. Snigger. This snigger. Like, it's not the N-word, it's the snill word. Yeah, it's the S-word, it's snigger, yeah. That's how it was. And I knew it, and they were like, and I knew it. And there was a couple of times in that they was like, you didn't let them talk. You don't get a lot of time to talk. You get a couple of seconds. And if you ain't smashing a second, I gave him you wasn't ready. Bop, bop, bop. You still not ready. Bop. Then I'm going to shoot you in your knees, nigga. Bam. I'm a black person with a gun. Bam. Tear your ass up. And that's what happened. And then at the end of it, we had my favorite part of that show, Tony's show, was being able to not be critical of people, but just get a feel of them and what they're trying to do. Everybody went on that stage. I knew how far they probably gonna go in comedy, who was serious about it, who was using it as just the opportunity for that 15 minutes. Everybody went on that. I knew it. And I had something good to say about it. The old bitch, people got mad. They got mad, like, oh, you called the lady old bitch. Man, listen. The reason why I use the word bitch, my father used the word bitch on everything. The bitch over there, the bitch at the grocery store. He said, my mother one time, he said, your mother bitch. I said, what? That's just, I don't, for people, oh, you shouldn't say it. I don't mean anything by it. It just flows. It flows the way the word nigga flows off my tongue. It flows the way nigga flows off of Paul Mooney's tongue, nigga. It just flows. I'm sorry. I think most white people are upset because they don't know how to make it flow. It's no flow.
It's awkward.
It's always like, oh, whoa. So it's always like stumble into it. But, it was, oh, shit. I don't know how long we've been rolling this. And I know right now, you guys, right here, it was not, I swear to you, it was not intentional. I promise we didn't mean to do that at all. All right, Donnell's right there, pocket. But the whole thing with all right, this is getting perverted. Can you hurry up? Just don't do it. We got clips. Who did this? This is your job again, right, Derek?
This is not even clipping.
All right, then just leave it. Don't worry about it. All right, thank you. Fuck, man. Maybe this poster's bad. Damn it. All right, this is the poster. And this is how I felt. I mean, just to be clear, this is a good time to this poster. You got David Lucas, and you got this guy. Okay? You got David Lucas, And then you get this guy. This is what you want, motherfucker! You couldn't handle it. Now you want to bring your bitch-ass troll friends in talking about fucking rules. There's no fucking rules. To Jonan. So, hey, Mike Johnson, let me say one thing about your mom. We don't do that in these streets. This nigga mother, that's how we do it. Don't invite me to a motherfucking roast and give me no goddamn fucking rules. I've been in this game for years. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step jokelet, so you could get your snaps turned up. Fuck, nigga, and I got bars, nigga. Yo, I did the show, and people say Donnell's a phony. I said, hold on, this might be my last time on Kill Tony. A fat youngin' with a heart of a lion stepped with me on the mic. He didn't know 10 minutes later I'd hit him and he'd be dying, crying. David Lucas. Blow my nose. Now his name is Mucus. I do this. From the streets to the hills. You've been fucking with them white boys too long and don't know what is real. Shout out to Pop Smoke. You got a bright future with a little bit of class. But this the type of shit that happen when you fuck with black ash, nigga. Candles. You ain't got no candle, nigga. You got a candle? Do you got a candle? T-shirts? You can't even fit your T-shirts, nigga. Hungry Hippo. You lucky I ain't come on the set with a whole bag of marbles and threw it at your ass. I feel like Ghostface now. He deleted the tweets. Remember Ghostface did that Action Bronson shit?
Yeah. He deleted them?
He deleted the tweets? That's what you do? Yo. I'm doing Ghostface killer version. Pull that up for me. Pull that up. Pull Ghostface. This is motherfucking ashy face. Yo, let me tell y'all one thing. If this world... He has some slow music in the background, right? He's like, yo, this is me, Ghostface, talking to motherfucking David Lucas.
Yeah, some soul shit.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. If you think you're lonely now... Yo, B. Wait until tonight. So, yeah, I see this David Lucas nigga. If you think you're lonely... First off, I let you live. Niggas is coming up to me talking about this David Lucas nigga. I let you live. Wait until tonight, baby. Yo, you know where you be, right? You at the door, nigga. I got people at the door. I got my mans at the door. They can come see you all the time, nigga. They can come see you anytime. Niggas will roll up on you, nigga, throw a cheeseburger on the ground. You gotta make a decision, nigga. Wait until tonight, girl. Yo, and then I go to the tweet. Then he done deleted the tweet. Wait until tonight, girl. Yo, I'm gonna say this like this. I like you. You're a young gun. You're gonna be good. Wait until tonight. But you gotta know who you fucking with, G. You feel me? You see this, nigga? These is Tim's, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? These is Tim's, nigga. What's these? The 19, and these ain't even the ones you get in the flea market. Wait until tonight, girl. These is wheat, nigga. Your Tim's is yeast. Your Tim's is yeast. They ain't fresh Tim's, nigga. You see this? Those are stains, motherfucker. You ever roast a nigga with stains on their Timbs, nigga? Wait into tonight, girl. Just want to say this, David Lucas. It's a lot of shit I wanted to say. It's a lot of shit I want to talk about on the podcast. I wanted to talk about being in Atlanta and how it felt to be a delicious fuck till wait into tonight, girl. I want to talk about how I'm about to do some other shit on If you think you're alone on Netflix. Wait into, you feel me, nigga? It's not just on stage, it's TV too. Don't play yourself. I'm going to say the other shit for the next podcast. Last bars. Niggas be up in my comments trying to fuck up my flow. The only time they can see me or comment is when they watching the Donnell Rawlings Show. Hold on, it's a Jew, nigga. Hello? Hello? What you say? Yeah, I'm gonna call you back. I'll get you the names. I got it. It's gonna be Sam and Brody. All right. I gotta go. It's gonna be Sam and Brody, but I'm dissing this nigga right now, James. I gotta call you back. All right. All right. Wait into tonight, girl. I do this shit for fun. And it makes me feel good. But never forget, nigga, I started from the hood. You tried to fuck with me because you fuck with them white boys all day long. Nigga, you can't fuck with a nigga that's been in the streets. That's all wrong. My Timbs is fucking dirty. Your stomach is really flappy. Y'all can hit all y'all want, but just a shout out to all my niggas that want to be happy.
Keeping it 100. Brutal.
Chapstick.
Setting the tone. I'm setting the tone.
I done said good morning, now it's time to say bye. I just dropped that motherfucking goddamn chapstick because my motherfucking lips is dry. Cracks!
Brutal.
Go out with this haiku. Fame without fortune is like a bitch having an abortion. Baby, you never made it.
Real classic up here.
It's like being roasted by Donnell was like having a nigga holding their horn down. It was like damn, nigga, get off the horn so I can say something. Nah, nigga. I mean, it is what it is, nigga. Old school versus new school, baby. You know, he showed me respect. He's like, nah, nigga, I wasn't finna let you come up here and embarrass my old ass. It is what it is, man. You know, I got respect for Donnell. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I watched the Dave Chappelle show. I had that shit. I remember in the 6th grade, I remember my mama buy me the whole collection of Dave Chappelle, and I memorized that shit line for line. And that's one of the steps that got me into comedy. So to have a person like Donnell, I take an L from him, how could I be mad?